there, welcome to MagnetiK Mumma, the podcast where we parent with nervous system wisdom, soul-led grit, and zero shame. I'm Steph, a holistic nurse, writer, and a mum who is keeping it real in the chaos. I'm giving you permission to raise resilient kids without losing yourself, because when you thrive, your kids can too. So let's get into the messy middle and find our magic. MagnetiK Mumma. This is something that has been building in my soul for a very long time. I worked with young people in schools, and I came to realize that it wasn't the kids. Like, the kids were doing their best. They're absorbing from their environment. They're being conditioned by what's around them. Like, their brains are sponges. Whatever they see, they hear, they do, right? So in my experience, kids were being misled, misfed, not just by their parents, but by schools, by society, by the whole lot, right? So then what I realized, I was like, oh, it's about their home environment, where they spend most of their time, where they get their downtime. And if that environment isn't like nourishing, they're going to seek information from everywhere else. And, anyway, young people, particularly when they move into their teens, they start bouncing off their mates and taking what their friends say as gospel, despite parents' years and levels of experience and love, care, and whatever. So this podcast has been a long time coming. I'm so grateful to be here, and I really want it to be a safe space for parents to allow themselves to be messy. I mean, look at my hair. It's not perfect, right? I'm never perfect. I'm far from perfect. I've never been perfect. And yet somehow in my brain, I've been striving to be a perfect parent. And it's just bullshit, right? It's just bullshit. So I have done a lot of work with young people. I have absorbed myself in podcasts around neuroscience. I went off and did a diploma in psychology with the intent to go on to psychology. I might still do it, who knows? But I just needed to know more about the brain and how it influences our body. The brain doesn't do everything, but you know what? It's a pretty big tool that if we tune it, fine tune it, condition it, nourish it, look after it, it can help us a fair bit in life. So this podcast is to help create a safe space for parents, to give parents permission to be messy, because honestly, the mess is where the magic is. And I know it's a bit cliche, but I'm telling you, it's there. The magic is there. We just got to tune in and the nervous system has been key to me allowing myself to open portals, accept imbalance, and really create safe spaces in my home. Even sometimes that's not even possible. Like, everybody does their best, right? So giving parents, giving carers, giving aunties, grandparents, all you people who look after kids, permission to not be perfect, but please be present. So this podcast is here for all of you, to help you and me regulate our nervous system so we can create safe spaces, give our children and young people environments where they can thrive, because that's what we're all hoping for, right? No one wants to live a shitty life. No one wants to be down and out. No one wants to be off their face and not knowing what's going on. Nobody actually wants that. So let's consciously and intentionally create safe spaces for our young people, because they are inheriting what we give them. Can we try and do a bit better in what we give them? Like, let's give them hope. Let's give them regulations that regulate the nervous system, not regulations. God, there's so many regulations, too many regulations. Let's help them regulate themselves by regulating ourselves and creating a space where they can do that. And then allowing what they want. No, not what they want, because we don't want spoiled brats. We want conscious, kind, compassionate, problem-solving, resilient young people who are going to thrive in the future, because the world's changing, AI is changing, everything. It's scary as shit as parents out there right now. So what can we do? We can give them a sense of belonging, a sense of connection. And how do we do that? We regulate. So this podcast is for all of us, particularly parents looking after young people, to have permission to not be perfect, but let's try and work on being present. And there will be lots of conversations with experts in the fields of psychology, education, neuroscience, all focused on young people, so that parents can be informed, not overwhelmed by information. And then you can pick and choose what feels right for you once you've regulated your nervous system and what aligns with your values. And then you thrive. When you thrive, your kids thrive. That's what this podcast is for. So I'm Steph, MagnetiK Mumma. I cannot wait to go on this journey with you, and I am so excited to finally have the bravery and the courage to open my mouth and put it on public air. So please join me, engage, share your thoughts, message me, subscribe, whatever, because I'm healing and I've got kids, and I'm trying to break the cycles of generational wounds and give them generational wealth. So if you want to join me, this is the space for you. Let's do it. For joining me in this introductory session to the MagnetiK Mumma podcast. I'm so glad you're here, and if you want to find out more, check the links in the show notes to my Substack, join the community, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you. And if there's anything you want to ask or talk about, send me a message. I'm here for it. Let's get into the messy middle and find the magic.